Hello and welcome to Neat Me Debt Free. My name is Hannah and this is my space to talk about my family's finances. So today's video is a budget with me for April 2021. I am a spreadsheet budgeter if you're new here, and I create our budget based off of our paydays. So our paydays are these areas in pink. And then I have the whole month in chronological order. It's just a style I developed about a year ago, and it's really been what's worked best for us. So we are paid monthly from our full-time jobs, and then I have an on-call position where I get paid on the 10th and the 25th, which is partially why a chronological budget works best for us. Because I need to be able to make sure that the money stretches throughout the month. Anything that is manipulative, like anything, or manipulable, maneuverable. Anything that's maneuverable, I do move to the top of the month. So pretty much everything is done within the first 3 days. After we're paid, the money is pretty much allocated to where it needs to be. Because of the way that we're paid. I never guarantee that I'm going to get a bedside job, so that money is generally extra. Okay, so we're going to set everything up. Again, if you're new here, we're still in a time of transition. We just closed on our house, and we are still between houses. We haven't moved yet. And everything isn't set up quite yet, and I haven't gotten any bills, so I don't know when those bills are going to show up. So I've just kind of plugged them in, and then as the bills come in, we'll readjust my chronological order type stuff. And I'll explain that a little bit better. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. So we have a $300 buffer that I keep in the savings account associated with our main checking account. And so we have that there. Oh, I don't want it to show up in there. That's how I want it to show up. So because it's not like actually physically in the account, I don't like it to show up. But I like to be able to see and remind myself that it is there. If at any point I mess up my math and we need some money. My pay. So usually I'm pretty good at accurately predicting it. Again, another time of transition. So my status changed to full-time, like in February. And then I just met with, I don't know what you call him, like a financial guy to make some changes to my retirement and, life insurance type stuff. He doesn't think that the deductions will start on this paycheck. So hopefully my prediction will be correct. But if the deductions start this month, then this will probably be wrong. So this is what I'm projecting for me. And then my husband, I always estimate that. So for the current house that we've always been in, we are still paying that for right now. As far as I know, the house still hasn't sold yet, so we will continue to pay the mortgage on this house right now. And then our first payment to our mortgage on the new house will not be until May, so that's why you won't see that in this month's budget. Sinking funds, I always transfer $700, and I'll show you the breakdown of that $700 towards the end, like where it's going to go. Allowances, we each get $200. Well, we each get $100 each. Vacation fund and car fund are just savings accounts. I'm going to skip house needs and wants. For right now, groceries, it's going to be $800. Eating out will be $300. Gas, $150 and $80. Gas will probably have to be adjusted now that we are all back going to work and school and all that stuff. And actually, our new house is further from work and my kids' school, so there may be an increase in the gas. So we're gonna have to look at that and see how things go. But next school year, they'll be going to the school near our house, so it won't nearly be as problematic. But obviously, my job will still be far away. So we'll see how things go with that. Gas for my husband's car. I think technically he's closer to work. Yeah, because it's like a straight shot now. So we'll see how his gas changes. Maybe I can drop his down a little bit and increase my car. We'll see. PG&E true-up. We still have a couple more payments on that. Life insurance. This is for my husband. My life insurance will be taken directly out of my check, so I won't have to have a separate line item for it. That'll be awesome. And I guess I can share. The other thing that I changed is I started a 403B through my employer, and $500 of my check will be going to that just to start. As I see how it affects my check and where we are with our expenses and stuff, maybe I can increase it more. That'll be very nice. Pest control, I don't know. We were trying to get a hold of him to let him know that we want to change that we are changing houses and that we'd like to continue with him. But because we're going into another city, another county, I don't know if he goes out there. But we'll budget for it, because whether or not we use him, we will need some kind of pest control, because the house lot used to be an almond orchard. So there's a lot of ants and stuff that could potentially start coming out of the woodwork. So water and trash. So our current house, the water and trash is a single bill, and I budget $118, which I will need to continue to pay that. However, water and trash will be separate at the new house, and I have absolutely no idea what those are going to be. So we'll just kind of, I don't know, 100 each just to start. I think that's a good guesstimate, because we're not even moving in until the end of this month, which is still March. So, I mean, there shouldn't be too much being used. Trash, I know, will probably be a flat rate. I don't know. I never budget for this. As of right now, I've not worked anything for the pay period of the 10th. So we'll just say 0. And the 25th is already like that. Comcast. I know the bill was changed, but I don't know what it's exactly going to be. So, yeah, I'm just going to continue with what I was guesstimating, and that's like 45. PG&E for our current house, I budget $250. I just switched the PG&E at the new house from the builder to us. So I don't know what to guesstimate. Let's do $200. That house is much more energy efficient, but the solar has not been turned on yet, so who knows? But weather's been mild. We're in California, so we haven't really been running it, and no one's really at the house yet besides the painters, and we don't turn on the heat for them. Netflix is $13.99. Kids allowance, they have been so rotten, and it's probably just all the chaos. I mean, our life is half in boxes, and we have to keep in our spare time going out to the other house because we have meetings with people, or just a lot of chaos. So they have not been doing any of their chores, really. I don't know. It's been kind of a mess. Verizon, that should stay the same. That's our cell phone bill. And differences is just a category where I usually move the difference in our variable bills, and I'll identify those right now. So that's stable, 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 stable. That's stable. These will be variables, ones to watch. We'll identify these as variables. Comcast historically was not a variable one. However, right now, because of the transition of stuff, yeah, there's that. That should be okay. Okay, let me double check that the formulas are working correctly. 6 through 21, 22 and 23, 24, 25 through 28. Yes. I noticed in some of my videos, like, I would make a mistake or the formulas would be wrong, but I wouldn't catch them until after the videos, so I want to be more cautious about making sure that you guys are seeing, like, true things, because there was, like, I think it's only been twice that there were some errors that I noticed after. Okay, so we got quite a bit extra, 2,906. And so we're going to move 2,500. Yeah, that's good. Into house needs and wants. And so house needs and wants, what I've been doing, and I'll do a full breakdown. I know I keep saying I'll do a full breakdown, but right now the dust hasn't settled, so I'm not comfortable giving the full breakdown. But because our house is a new build, there's a lot of things that we need to finish up, or that we wanted to finish up. So what I did was I had overshot the down payment of the house. And so that money rolled into our moving savings fund that we had. And I had, like, kind of a decor savings fund for, like, some furniture and stuff. So there's some furniture that I've purchased, like rugs and bar stools and little things here and there that I had been holding off on. We're going to add that into it. We got the house, well, the house is getting painted this week. And then we also need to, or not, I guess it's not need, but want to get some blinds put into the house. Unfortunately, we are not DIY people. We are not, I don't know. I wish we were handy, but we're not. So we're going to have somebody come in and install all the window treatments for the house. The house has a lot of windows, so we do need to put some privacy into the house. We also need to tint the front door, which is all windows, and the garage, which is also all windows. So there's, like, little things here and there that are going to add up. Also, I wanted to change out all the hardware in the bathrooms and on the doors. So that was an extra expense. Yeah. And we're also probably going to get the stimulus this week. And we have a couple tentative plans for the stimulus. And I'm thinking I'll do just, like, a separate video entirely on the stimulus, what we're going to do with it. It'll be a short one, but probably talk about that separately once it comes and once we finalize our decision on what's going to happen with that. And I know I had shared we're going to be restarting our debt-free journey. But again, I'm waiting for the dust to settle on what's going on with the house. And then everything that we have left will then start going towards debt. And so that'll happen fairly quickly. But let me go and show you our sinking funds before we end this out. Oh, I left it all small for you guys for this video. I'm sorry for those of you who watch on your phone. I had been trying to zoom in. So our sinking funds, every month I break down where that money goes. So for April, we got $700. Is that better? Sorry. $700 here. So we got $100 going to Christmas, $100 to birthdays and holidays, $100 to our cars, $100 to the house. This is like for future repairs and stuff like that. Clothing, hair, school, and extracurricular. So that goes up to $700. If you made it this long, thank you so much. But other than that, there's not much else to this setup, and I will see you in the next one.